Oh, brothers and sisters of my end, welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down to 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's very important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people like weed, people like marijuana. 80% of you skedaddle, okay? Because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Now, so I watched this video of this woman who was a bodybuilder, okay? You know, I put down her video in the description, but I want to really address one thing about this, okay? What does it mean when a woman expects a man to be a six-figure nigga or a six-figure cracker, okay? A snowman, okay? What does it mean? If you have any comments, questions, insults, or fucking roasts, you put it down below. If you don't like my videos, you don't like how I start off, please skedaddle off, because I'm just evolving in my videos and will get better over a process of time, because I don't have a computer. I have so many ideas which I can't talk about because some people already took my ideas and just threw them out, so I just keep my mouth shut, okay? Because I'm a very innovative individual, and I'm a renaissance. I'm full of tricks and trades and stuff like that. You have to read in my description. But let's start off right here. To me, okay, I'm saying from my perspective, from the perspectives of pimps and hustlers, when a male who's an alpha, I'm not talking about the negative side of an alpha like a pimp or some shit like that. It's just from my perspective. I've dealt with females. I've actually lived in their houses. When I see a female and I talk to her and I say that, what does it take for you to get with a male? He's attractive, and that's all I say. Okay. She adds on in there, he better be, I said, what if he don't have a job? He has to be making money. If she says this, he has to be making something. I'm talking about a high number, a very high value number. If she says that, I automatically understand how materialistic she is. She's definitely a gold digger, because she's about money. When I say gold digger from back in the 80s and shit like that, it's usually a female who's after a man's pockets. I may have to turn peanuts in pockets a little while ago. Understand that most women are like this. Most women don't even expect to get. They know in their lifetime they will never achieve a 5-figure, 6-figure. And most of the women that I talked to in the past never achieve that. They never do. But instead, they'll prostitute themselves around with high-class, good-looking motherfuckers if they ain't got no money. At least that, okay? He gotta be good-looking, they say. He better at least have that, okay? Okay, so it's like, if you hear a female talking about, and she says it, like, oh, I got me a 5-figure. As soon as you hear that, you can understand how conceited and how narcissistic she is. As a matter of fact, this video, you could tell she's a bodybuilder. So she does care about her health, but she does not care about her femininity. Femininity is lost when a female says, I expect. Femininity is lost once she says, I expect. You get that from me, okay? Understand this. If she expects you to do this and expect you to do that, I hope you're alpha enough to put shit on the table to tell her what she's going to get, okay? Rather than what she expects. Every time I encounter a female, they always expect the best when I'm being a fetish gigolo, or so it's done professionally, and they are never unhappy. But these days, women don't have enough money for me, okay? So I don't really waste my time. And besides, I don't have my strap on no more. I threw that shit away a long time ago. I'm an entertainer. I do a whole lot of shit for women. I do professional services, as you should know. But those days are gone because I got shit on my plate. I'm about to go to Ghana next year, and fucking Nigeria, and fucking Sierra Leone, okay? Because I travel. I don't have time for the yak. To me, as a man, I'm supposed to expect respect from a woman and loyalty from a female. But for females, it's more superficial, okay? You know what I'm saying? Most women they see the height of a male, and that's usually a superficial trait, because they don't look in the mirror and say, okay, I don't look like the number I am, so I wear all this makeup and I'm looking like a clown, right? So next thing you know, I want a 6-figure man. I want a 6-figure man or a 6-foot man, and then I look like a clown, but I'm only a 4. It doesn't make sense. And what is that man? That man's just going to look at you after you take off your makeup. You think he's going to stay with you, and he's a 6-figure man? Anyway, if a man is a 6-figure, he'll never be faithful to her anyway. So women have to get that shit out of their head. Like, he's just for me, and my pussy's banging, and I got that whap. Okay, you gotta watch that shit. There's no such thing as a man who's gonna be a six-figure unless he's a beta cuck. Unless he got whipped by that pussy. Okay. He got whipped by that pussy, okay, you know. And she could be a squeezer pleaser. He's being brainwashed like a motherfucker, okay? And I tell guys who do have money, I say, you sure she ain't no squeezer pleaser? Okay, you know the telltale way you can tell if she's a squeezer pleaser. You know, females who squeeze to please, you know, they squeeze their muscles, contract their muscles, okay? You know, a lot of guys don't know that type of shit. Because I told you, I take my information from gynecologists and all sorts of crazy yada yada. But understand this, if a female says that, I digress here, that I expect a man to be 6 foot, okay, 6 figure, 5 income, or, you know, he better want 2 jobs, he better, okay, these words is an expectancy. She's no longer feminine. You have to bypass her, okay, so y'all guys already know the game these days because of Micto or whatever, and you already know the red pill. None of you can be emerald pillars, so that's beside the point. But understand this: if she gives off a sign of air, like her eyes wide open, you got to watch her movements carefully. Watch her movements, her sling. Does she focus on you when you meet her? Does she bat her eyes in different places? Okay, which is not pertaining to look at you. You have to start studying the psychology of females when you encounter them. Lots of guys don't know how to do this. And though I am not a pickup artist, I do not consider myself a pickup artist. I'm more of a person who's a renaissance. I like to make them smile by doing small things. It's less than 5 seconds. If you can't make a female smile in 5 seconds, you're losing it. You're losing it, dog. Because me, I can make a face like this to a female and she'll smile. So your guys going to have to start doing silent things to improve on your confidence levels, because so many simps out there, so little time. I got no time for it. So I got to be paid for my services. So the more what I'm saying here is that if you ever encounter a female who you sense have that air of narcissism, okay, or you are checked your past, or they're too sensitive. See, sensitive females are also narcissists. They will be eventually narcissists, from what I learned. When I tell females you're going to have to step up your fear game, you know, and stop worrying about what other people say, she might look at me as the bad guy. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Then you got a problem. Then you got a complex. Understand this: if she doesn't talk feminine, like she's from another country, you better keep that bitch there. Okay. It's that simple. Keep her in her element. Unless you got some plans to make more money and shit. You got to make more money. You got to get something out of the goods, okay? But what else is there to say if a female expect him to be 6 foot or 5 income figures and shit like that? That's all I really got to say. I don't really have nothing else to say. She's a narcissist. It's that simple. Just move along. Unless you trying to play the Gigolo game, play the Pimp game. I don't know. You can't play a pimp on a narcissist. She can't be. It's hard to womanize a narcissist broad. Okay. But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say. What else is there to say about a female who expects, or they give this air like, okay, he better, okay, and he no. You can see it in her face. It's not fucking. You could just wait. Just let her talk for a minute. Let her talk for 30 seconds. I can read a female like the fucking Mentalist. Seriously. And I would not waste my time on her. There's plenty of guys who would bring their girl to me and show me a picture and tell me, okay, you think she's a virgin? And I'll be like, I'll say, no, she's not a virgin. 90% I am accurate. Okay, so give me a picture and I'll prove it to you. And they'll ask me why, and I'll tell you why. Okay, because you got to know how to read people. It's face. It's in their face. All right? For my face is a hard read. You may think I'm crazy when I do this. But that's partially true, okay? But understand this. If a female, that's what it means. A female who expects is much less. A female who expects is much less. And y'all have a good goddamn day. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast, you put it down below. I try to keep these videos down to 10 minutes, though. This is very therapeutic to me. I do a lot of counseling on the side as well. Peace.